Connor Newman, and this is August 2017's Helios Tarot Forecast, drawn to match and speak to your personal astrological zodiac sign. Check out my website, iamhelios.com, and investigate all that I have to offer there, personal readings, courses, etc., and subscribe if you would like to receive updates. Also follow the link below to Annie Botticelli's Storyteller forecasts and be fascinated by how astrology plays into this all so beautifully. Okay, let's get started. Alright, Cancer, here is your tarot spread for the month. And we see here there are 5 cards, a central theme, 2-dimensional timeline possibilities, or 2 doorways, a fork in the road, and you have your past section and your fate section. In your central theme, you have the 4 of Wands. On the Tree of Life, this is associated with Sphere 4, which is also known as mercy, kindness, benevolence, repairing the world. Sounds pretty nice. And through Fire, this is balance, correction, and coming to comfortable completion. So this, of course, does have to have a shadow side. This can be stagnant, okay? Comfortably stagnant, as possibly that. Calling for progress, calling for enhancement, all sounds good to me. And this is directly associated with Venus and Aries. So Aries is about taking action, and Venus is about love, wealth, comfort, and so on. So, therefore, taking action on love, wealth, comfort, romance even. And that all sounds pretty nice. Taking action on comfort, for example, what do you think that looks like? Relaxing, taking time off, stepping back. And maybe that's exactly what you need right now. I don't know. It's up to you. Really, the choice is yours. What we can know for certain is that this is merely a theme for right now. Change is going to come, a choice is going to be made, and you are going to go in a very different direction. And you can see here on these 2-dimensional timeline possibilities, one of these options is not that great. The 10 of Wands is also known as the card of oppression, okay? And the 10s on the Tree of Life are associated with Malkuth, which is the culmination or the kingdom, the world actualized. We see inklings of what the 10s are going to become in the aces, the primordial essence of each element, and then the 10 is the full culmination of the actualization of that potential. And with Wands, with Fire, this is the experience of getting burnt out, getting exhausted, getting to the point where you simply have to take time off. And it may be more on the lines of like a sick day kind of thing. So oppression is simply a system or a greater force that is pushing you down. And you can avoid that. And the way to avoid that is by embodying the Princess of Discs here on the alternative path. And all of these court cards correspond with the Myers-Briggs personality profiling system types, and there are 16 of them and 16 court cards. And the Princess of Discs corresponds to the ISFP. Now, this is the introverted, sensing, feeling perceiver, and that may mean little to you, but this is essentially somebody who's very warm, very sensitive, very unassuming, somebody who's a short-range planner, somebody who doesn't need the whole, vacation planned out day by day, somebody who can just go somewhere for the sake of enjoying it. So we see the theme of taking time off repeating here. Somebody who is also very in touch with themselves and very in touch with nature, somebody very artistic. So this could be taking time off in the way of doing something different, maybe doing something a little more, a little more selfish, a little more self-indulgent. An artistic pursuit, for example, taking some time aside to actually hone in on that which you are inspired to convey or share or express, and entertain the idea that you might have some innate ability within you. It's highly probable, but also entertain the idea that you could actually, and maybe should, spend some time, feeding that, nurturing that, and bringing that to the surface, making that one of the dominant forces of your life for a time. And what does that lead to? Well, that leads to success. The six of Discs. Quite positive, but first let's look at what this was inspired by. Okay, this was inspired by some kind of brush with or taste of total satiety. Now this is very nice for Cancer, this 10 of Cups. This is, the 10 of Water on the Tree of Life, Malkuth through water. This is complete satisfaction, fullness, all fulfilled, something to cherish. You had a brush with it, in some way you had a vision of it maybe. And it has inspired this whole motion, this whole chain of events, and has brought about some kind of alchemical ingredient here through the 4 of Wands. Think of this central theme as a kind of incubator. that is allowing this, the actualization of this dream of yours to occur. The 4, of course, is associated with Chesed on the Tree of Life, the Sphere of 4, as we talked about, but manifest through fire. This is, an active correction. Something is being brought into balance through the experience of this card, through the experience of, Venus and Aries working together. Of course, the idea is to not stay here, to make a choice, to make a shift, and avoid the experience of this 10 of Wands. So take good care of yourself. Watch your health, watch your moods, your emotional state. These are all very important. Watch the key word here is your, not other people. I know that Cancer tends to get quite, engulfed in the emotional bodies of other people. But this is a time for you to actually step back and look at yourself and feel what you're feeling genuinely, and know that that's okay. It's actually a good thing to honor your own feelings and fill your own glass before you start sharing. And so what's it leading to? Good things. Really good things. The 6 of Discs is often called the card of success, and it's Tiferet on the Tree of Life, the Sphere of 6, and as manifest through Earth, it is actually the promise of bounty, success with just about all of your endeavors. So long as you make a choice, so long as you try something, it's likely, very likely to succeed. So really, this is an art, and get in touch with your artist, of choosing the best thing to attempt, prioritizing, and going for the thing that is most important to you. And I would suggest starting with yourself. Okay, so that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for listening to this, for watching this, and don't forget to check out my website, IamHelios.com, to go much, much deeper.